Wine Weekly are here at the Beach Hotel Seaford for On Cloud Wine Festival. We get a little bag as we walk in with a glass for our tastings, a cheese platter included, and also a $10 voucher to spend on wines. There's 15 wineries here to taste and choose from, so let's get tasting. Okay, today we're here with Ashley Seymour from Paxton Wines for the On Cloud Wine Festival. How are you going?
Good, thank you. Thank you for coming and talking to us today.
No, I'm so excited to try some of these wines.
Excellent.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. You're the winemaker for Paxton?
Yes, I've been at Paxton since January this year, so just before harvest I came back from overseas after 11 years in Tuscany.
Oh wow, winemaking as well?
Yes, yes.
Oh, how fantastic.
Yeah.
So you're well seasoned in this?
Yes, very much so.
What have we got on offer today?
So we're going to taste a couple of wines from our Mediterranean range. The Grenache,
Yep.
Tempranillo.
Beautiful.
Then we're going to go for a mix of Shiraz and Grenache.
Yep.
And finish off with single vineyard Guangdong Farm Shiraz.
So we'll start on whatever you'd like to start with.
Yeah, I think we'll start with the Grenache.
Start with the Grenache, that's one of my favourites.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit about the grapes and how this one's made.
So Grenache comes from our vineyard in, we've got a couple of vineyards in McLaren Vale with Grenache. Thomas Block, which is McLaren Flat near Wirra Wirra. Then we have Grenache at Guangdong Farm, which is on Oliver's Road. Okay. So right in the middle of McLaren
right dead
Vale.
centre.
Yeah. So we're just really going for a beautiful, bright style. We do a little bit of whole bunch ferment, just to keep those beautiful fruit characters.
Wow.
And a little bit of stalkiness, just to give it a little bit of length.
Oh, that smells fruity. It smells beautiful. We're talking about mouth-watering. So pop around here, you can tell me a little bit about the Grenache.
Certainly.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Right, so let's cheers again.
Cheers.
This is beautiful. It smells extremely fruity.
Yeah, just those beautiful, bright red fruit characters. A little bit of cranberry, strawberry, raspberry, that sort of thing going on in there. So a little bit grippy on the palate, but then it just sort of really rounds out.
Yep.
Just quite juicy and delicious, really.
It really is. I'm partial to Grenache, and that goes down a little bit too easily. That's gorgeous. And so the range of that is what, about $20 a bottle?
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Today they're all about $20 a bottle. Available both here and in our cellar door and all over the place.
That's beautiful. I really like that one. We're going to have another little taste of that one. So yeah, it's full bunch grapes.
Whole bunch, partially whole bunch ferments. So depends. We do some whole bunch ferments, some more traditional ferments, and then we have a little bit of flexibility to blend at the end of the day. So those all go into bottle about 12 months after harvest, just to keep it nice and fresh. So they do have a little bit of oak aging, but we're mostly using larger oak puncheons, so 500 litre puncheons. Just to give it a little bit of smooth out the structure a little bit, but really retain that beautiful fruit character.
That's absolutely fantastic. I'm quite partial to that one.
Excellent. We'll move on to the Tempranillo. So traditionally, obviously, a variety from Rioja in Spain.
Yeah, this is a Spanish wine.
Yeah, it has been grown in Australia for quite a long time. David Paxton was one of the first people to grow it in McLaren Vale, so he's had the vines there for I think over 20 years now. So
and these I've just noticed are all organic.
They are all organic. All our wines are
fantastic,
certified organic and biodynamic.
Wow! Oh, well, that'll be appealing to a lot of the crowd. I'm really looking forward to all the organic things coming out.
So we don't use any chemical fertilisers, pesticides, etc. in our vineyards. And during the winemaking process, we are very minimalist in what we can add, and just try and let the grapes speak for themselves, and just sort of carry that through to what goes into the bottle.
How fantastic! No, it's an absolutely beautiful colour. A little deeper than the Grenache.
A little bit deeper, definitely more colour in the Tempranillo.
Yep. Beautiful, and on the nose as well.
Yeah, even the fruit, even just looking at it, you've got a little bit darker fruit characters going on there, a bit more blackcurrant, blackberries, those sort of things.
What would you pair something like that with, seeing as we have the little cheese platter on offer today?
Yeah, possibly could go quite nicely with the blue cheese, I think.
Ooh,
yeah.
Right. Well, let's have a little taste of the blue cheese. Let's see how it goes. Pick the crunchiest biscuit.
So much fun eating on camera.
Absolutely beautiful. So the grapes come from what area around?
Grapes all come from McLaren Vale as well. We've got a vineyard actually not too far from here, down a little bit further down Commercial Road. We've got a vineyard with Tempranillo,
that's
and
really
then also McLaren Flat area near Wirra Wirra, and Tempranillo also in Oliver's Road in Jones Block, so right in the centre. So we've got 3 different vineyards there that we can choose from, depending on how the year goes and you know what the climatics are like and which vineyard sort of speaks best, just to go into this single varietal.
So do you take grapes from each vineyard and blend it together for a nice Tempranillo depending on the year?
Yeah, so we vinify them all separately, and then after, during the blending process, we decide, you know, which ones are going together.
Fantastic.
We've also got a little bit of Tempranillo at our cellar door at Landcross Farm, so literally just behind here actually.
Again, a very easy drink.
Yeah.
And the tannins in that are quite nice.
Really soft.
And that's beautiful afterwards.
Yeah.
And you're right, it does actually pair quite well with the blue cheese. Doesn't take away too much from the flavour.
No, because it really packs a punch with the flavour, I think.
It really does.
Very much a sort of, the initial impact is quite interesting, and then it sort of smooths off a little bit, and yeah, nice and soft on the finish. We're going to taste the Paxton AAA Shiraz Grenache. There is a little bit of Mataro in there as well, about 10% Mataro.
Cool.
So, you know, a blend that sort of brings the traditional Shiraz of Australia with a couple of Mediterranean varieties. That sort of southern Rhone blend.
For me, that's McLaren Vale kind of in a bottle, isn't it?
It is.
It's funny, when I talk, because with the tours that I do, a lot of guests come here and they think Shiraz, but to me,
Shiraz Grenache
is what we're all about. And I had a very quick taste of this before, and that Grenache really comes through strongly. It's just beautiful. And how long do you reckon that one would sell for?
Oh, definitely 10 years, I think, but you know, probably best drinking in sort of 3 to 7 period.
Because that's drink now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, something we've designed to be, you know, drink now. I suppose it's the winemaker's kind of compromise. The most difficult thing in our job, I think, is, you know, people want wines that can be drunk today.
It seems to be what everyone's doing at the moment, that fruit-forward wine that you can just get out and get into, because, I mean, a 2020 usually I'd be kind of, it'd be like too bitey for me.
Yeah, we've really worked hard to soften the tannins and just make things really easy to drink and ready straight away, but, you know, still with enough structure that you can put it down for a little while if you want to.
Yep, and where's the Grenache from? Is it Blewett Springs? Or?
No, we've got Grenache in a few of our vineyards. We've got Grenache at Sand Road, so near Wirra Wirra, McLaren Flat. We've also got Grenache at Quandong Farm, which is on Oliver's Road, just in front of the swell.
Very sandy soil through there.
And we've got a little bit of Grenache also at the cellar door at Landcross as well.
Right, Traditionally, I've been Shiraz, and over about the last 5 or 6 years, I've tried to dial it down because I just go big Shiraz, and now I think Grenache has taken over as my favourite grape. How much is that one a bottle?
I believe today that one is about $20 a bottle, and all our wines are extremely reasonable price, especially considering the organic and biodynamic certification as well. Number one for us is, before it's organic or biodynamic or whatever else, it has to be a bloody good wine. You know, I think probably what you're saying, it's really starting to come into its own in McLaren Vale. You know, people have been, you know, probably some of the vineyards now that have had Grenache planted to them are starting to really mature to 20-year-old vines and things like that, so great balance and structure.
All those guys who pulled them up in the 80s, you know, those 100-year-old vines.
Kicking themselves.
What's happening here?
You're not.
It's not for you, sorry.
No, I heard we're up to the signature wines.
We are.
What is it?
2020 Shiraz.
That's Shiraz?
Yeah, 100% Shiraz.
And where's the vineyard?
So it's on Oliver's Road, just opposite the Swell Brewery.
Right.
Yeah, so right in the middle of McLaren Vale.
Right, so if you're going towards McLaren Vale and with Swell on the left, it's on the right, is it, near Lloyd, brother?
Yes. So Quandong Farm Shiraz, we do quite a bit of whole bunch ferment in there, in open fermenters, just to really, give a bit more of that fruit punch, a little bit of structure from the stem character, and just keep it a little bit fresher. We're getting a little bit tired of the really big, heavy Shiraz, and we're just going towards a little bit more of that fruit style.
Yep. That's kind of the trend at the moment, isn't it?
Oh, that's my wheelhouse. That's been the Pinot, man.
Yeah.
A lighter style wine, easy to drink. What's the oldest one you've drank?
The oldest Quandong Farm that I've drunk.
Yeah.
I've only tasted a few of the recent vintages. I've only been at Paxton Wines since January, so I'm still on a bit of a discovery myself.
Right.
But yeah, there's some really interesting.
We'll have to go down there and crack
and we'll crack them all open.
That's
an old vintage.
So is that on French oak?
That is on French oak.
It's just got that
French oak and mostly 500 litre punches. Just to give it a little bit of structure, but not just really make the fruit sing and not cover that over too much with
That's
oak
exactly what
character.
it's doing.
And like you said, fruit forward and drink now.
Yep, exactly.
And there's an art to that, isn't there?
Yeah.
There is an art.
I think that's the hardest job of a winemaker, is making wine that's beautiful to drink now, but can be put away for a little while.
Thanks so much. Ending on the finest one of the lot.
Beautiful Quandong Farm.
That's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much. So we'll actually see more of the winemaker at Paxton Wines.
Thank you for coming and talking to us today.
Thank you for having us. We're going to use the Tamblyn Cab voucher that we've got here today. We want to purchase a few of the Paxton wines that we tried earlier on. We've got the Quandong Farm, we've got the Cabsa, we've got the Tempranillo. Hi, how you doing?
Not too bad, thank you. Just after these today?
I think we are. Here we are with Maddie from Mollydooker Wines. How you doing?
Good, Jade. How are you?
I'm excited to be here.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, and show off some of the.
I will. I'd love to show you
fantastic
some of our wines, but I just want to talk to you first and show you how we prepare our reds for drinking.
I would love to
I
hear
need
about
your help.
Okay.
All right. There's a glass.
Am I gonna?
You
crack
come
this?
here. I want you to pour a bit in the glass and pour about that much in the glass.
Just a little.
This is the Mollydooker Shake.
Taste.
That's plenty. That's great. Now I want you to put the lid back on
All right.
and turn the bottle upside down. Make sure you do it in that order, because it get messy if you don't.
Okay.
And I want you to shake it like a cocktail.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a little cocktail shaker?
You're doing really good there.
Like that?
Excellent, yep. Keep shaking, shake a bit more.
Keep going.
Really hard, like shake.
right.
Excellent, right. Now
So what is this that we're doing
This
to
is
my
going to
wine?
releasing the nitrogen. So now I want you to do is stop shaking, take the lid off. You're going to release some of the nitrogen. Now put the bottle up to your ears. You're going to hear the bubbles, hear the nitrogen.
Okay,
You hear the
I
nitrogen?
hear that.
Okay, so now put the lid back on and I want you to shake it again.
This is something new.
So this is the Mollydooker Shake.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. That's the shake. You
That's
put that
enough?
bottle down in.
Okay.
So have a taste of it before the shake. Have a taste of that.
Whoop, shoot it right. It smells beautiful, by the
It is
way.
amazing. So that's before the shake. And now
Okay,
taste
quite a
after.
strong Shiraz.
Now
okay,
taste after the shake.
Even the smell's slightly
Massive
aerated.
difference. Yeah.
That's a little more fruity.
Makes a massive difference, doesn't it?
Okay.
So the wines become more aromatic, more creamy and more rounder.
Is that doing the same thing as it would in a decanter?
It's a really good question for
Or-
me personally, Jade. Decanting's an hour's wasted drinking time. So I recommend the Mollydooker Shake, because we're going to release that nitrogen and get the air in. Where with the canteen, you're just getting the air in, you're not releasing the nitrogen.
Right.
So we recommend on
So you
all
do
of
the
our
shake.
reds. Do Mollydooker Shake on all of our reds.
I
at
like
least
that.
two. Oh, sorry, not all the reds, Jade. Don't do it on the sparkling Shiraz.
No, because that's going to explode in your face.
Don't do
when
the
you try it
sparkling
open.
Shiraz. So this is the Miss Molly. So the Miss Molly
Look
is.
at the bottles on these, by the way. You want to show off those bottles?
Oh, will. So this is our. So the Boxer Shiraz, as you can see, is a double Mollydooker. It's got the two left gloves, and the Miss Molly is the Boxer's girlfriend. So it's the same Shiraz but turned to a sparkling.
That's fantastic. So essentially this is what, the sparkling version of this?
Correct, yeah.
Wow.
Correct. And then there's
Okay.
the two left feet. Two left feet's one of my favourites.
Well, I might move from the Shiraz to the two left feet.
So two left
See how
feet.
we go with that one.
Do you
Is
want
that the way to work
do
up?
whatever you like. I'm just a drinker, so you do whichever way you want to do it.
So what am I supposed to be smelling in here?
So it's a
What are
really good
these that
question.
have
So
been
the
done
Boxer
from?
Shiraz are mostly from McLaren Vale.
Okay.
A little bit of fruit comes from Langhorne Creek.
Okay.
So for us in that you get a lot of plums, a lot of chocolate flavour as well.
Right, right. So you're getting that blend from the two, and you're just picking from the best vineyards of
No,
the,
not
of the
necessarily.
season,
So
or-
what it is that we measure quality what we call fruit weight. And fruit weight for us is when you taste the wines, how far back from the tip of your tongue going backwards, those luscious velvety fruit flavours.
Right, right.
So that Boxer Shiraz is
Like how the
65%.
mouthfeel is.
Correct, yeah. So the
Right.
further back on your tongue, the velvety flavours
Right,
is
I'm
fruit
gonna have
weight.
to do it again. I'm gonna do it again.
And you should be drinking it from your left hand. Because Mollydooker is Aussie for left-hander.
Are you a left-hander?
Bit of both.
Ambidextrous. Oh, come on. That's beautiful.
You like that? Do you want to try something else?
I think so.
I think so. So this is what happens when you drink too much Mollydooker, you get two left
Two
feet.
left feet on the dance floor.
Exactly. So the two left feet is actually a blend of the Boxer Shiraz,
Right.
our Maitre d' Cabernet, and our Scooter Merlot. And what
Oh,
we do is
wow.
we finish
So Shiraz
Cabernet
and
Merlot.
blend.
Yes, so we finish all three wines. We then blend them together to come with the two left feet.
Wow, so I do like a blend.
You do it. So this is 69% Shiraz, 16 Merlot, and 15 Cabernet.
Okay.
And this wine reminds me of Cherry Ripe, the chocolate bar.
All right, well, I'm about to have a little smell and the taste to find out. Look at the colour on that, a lot deeper.
Really deep. And that's where our wines, we focus on plenty of flavour, colour and intensity in our wines.
Oh, that's very fruity
Yeah.
for a blend like that.
Massive.
Wow. Okay, let's have a little taste.
Go
shall we?
for it.
Oh, that's my kind of wine.
It's so good, isn't it?
Oh, that is
It's so good.
wow. Sorry guys, we're filming.
This is what happens when you do live stuff. It's all good, ladies. Come back later. Here, have some two left feet. It's all good. Have some two left feet. Mollydooker, yeah. Cut that out.
That is absolutely
Thank you
beautiful.
so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely my kind of wine, that blend. Sounds
Yeah,
a
it's
bit harsher
gorgeous.
when it comes to a blend. And the, where does the artwork inspired come from?
So Sarah is the creative genius behind all our labels. So this range here is part of our lefty range. So it's the fun way of looking at left-handers.
I like that.
So
How fantastic.
do you
Beautiful.
want to finish off a little bit of sparkling Shiraz?
I think we should finish on the bubbles.
So this is the Miss Molly. So with the Miss Molly, we get more of the plums and the chocolates, and here you get more of the raspberries and the cherries. This is one of my favourites again. Miss Molly Sparkling Shiraz, look at that.
That's deeper than I expected
Yeah.
to be for a sparkling.
This is great wine like Christmas, breakfast. I reckon you can drink Miss Molly at breakfast anytime.
Breakfast bread, I'm not gonna
Anytime.
complain about that.
You'll love this one.
Again, it's really fruit forward on the
Yeah.
nose. It's really fruit forward. Oh wow!
It is, that's what we say. And that's our motto. We make wines that make people go, wow. So thank you, we can keep it.
Yeah, you can use that.
They
That
can
packs
use
a
it.
punch,
That is
doesn't it?
awesome sparkling Shiraz. It's not like a lot of people, it's not too sweet, it's not too dry, it just sits really nice in the middle. That's so we
really
make it from our
beautiful.
Boxer Shiraz.
Right. So it's just so it's the same blend, the same vineyard.
Exactly the same fruit. Yeah, we turn to do secondary fermentation and turn to a Miss Molly Sparkling Shiraz.
Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. How versatile is that?
That's why we're here, and we like to have fun. So Sarah loves having
It
fun.
looks like it. Look at those
Yeah.
moves. That's amazing.
It's so good. And we have a cellar door as well. So we have a
How do we
cellar.
access those wines?
Yeah, so cellar door, we do on the website as well, but the cellar door is amazing. I really encourage people to come down the cellar door, jump on our website, book in, ring the team.
Definitely.
Have different levels of tastings.
Yeah.
We have platters, we have food, and also we can do tours as well.
So Mollydooker's located
in McLaren Vale.
In McLaren Vale. So people just jump on the McLaren Vale tour.
Which is down the road.
Exactly.
Exactly, Jade.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
That's
mate.
all right.
This has been amazing.
No worries. Let's shake left-handed again, because that's what we do at Mollydooker.
That's it. I'm on it.
Thank you, Jade.
Beach Hotel at Seaford is the southern hotspot for entertainment. Friday and Saturday nights, DJs every weekend, have acoustic music. We have a beautiful dining room, which is all table service, award-winning kids meals as well available, playground for the kids to play while you relax and enjoy yourself in our dining room. We have charcoal rotisserie running every night, a pint of super dry and a kilo chicken schnitzel for $32. We can't keep up with them.
Bremerton Wines, how you doing?
We're going well, thanks. We're having a busy day today.
It is. It's a bit hectic in here today, isn't it?
It's getting wild.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Sam, I'm the sales manager at Bremerton.
Fantastic.
Would you like to taste some wine?
Oh, I think so. Tell me a little about yourself too. What do you do in the job?
So I look after all sales for domestic and for export markets as well.
Okay, okay. So sales manager at Bremerton
sales
Wines.
manager.
Fantastic.
Let
So
me
what
tell
have
you
you got
something.
to show off?
We might start off on our Tamblyn. So we've got family members, we've got towns in Scotland called Selkirk where the Wilson family originated from. We've also got names like Old Adam Shiraz,
Old Adam.
where they purchased fruit from the neighbour's vineyard for their first vintage.
From Old Adam?
And they called it was from the Adams family, so they called that Old Adam Shiraz. Even their grandfather, Walter, gets a mention on the reserve Cabernet.
Oh, wow. All right.
It's all happening here.
So we're starting off with?
So this is a Cabernet blend, Cabernet, a bit of Shiraz. We have a bit of Malbec and also a tiny bit of Merlot as well.
Wow. So where do these come from? Where are the vineyards placed?
The girls own 120 hectares of vines.
Yep.
So estate grown vines, all on the family vineyards. It's all happening.
It is. I'm going to have to have a taste to see.
Better taste it. Roughly 18 months in top quality barrels.
Okay, so there's that oaky taste behind it.
Slightly.
You
well
are older
balanced.
oak.
A little bit of mixed oak, some new, some old.
Okay, okay.
What do you think?
It's beautiful. It's full rounded. It's really nice.
It's one of our more popular wines.
Really? And so what does that set you back for a bottle?
So normally around $18, $19. Today they're doing a pretty good little deal. Yeah, I think it's around $17 today.
Wow. Talk about a cheap wine for good taste.
I think you should finish that one and wander up to the more serious end of town.
All right, let's do it.
Should we do that?
All right, why not? What are we moving up to?
Well, I think you've tasted a blend of wines. Why don't we go for something like a straight Shiraz?
Beautiful.
Our Old Adam.
Very
It's the
happy
best
with
Shiraz
that.
we make.
Is it really? And what year is that one?
So this is 2017.
Okay.
We've actually just run out of this one. We're waiting for the new vintage to be released.
Beautiful colour again. It smells very deep.
And that's roughly been in oak for about 2 years.
Okay.
Then we bottle it under a cork. We hold on to it for another 12 months before release, just to help it develop a little bit more. This is quite a concentrated wine, a lot of flavour, a lot of things going on there. So it just needs a little bit of time before you, before you can drink it.
Beautiful.
So you can see you're getting a little bit more
that full
concentration.
oaky, that full concentration taste.
But
Yeah.
still it's generous and approachable, isn't it?
It really is. So what are the winemakers involved in?
So Beck's the senior winemaker. She obviously has a team with her as well. But yeah, Beck and Lucy together are the first sisters to run a winery in Australia. So it's really quite exciting.
That's fantastic.
Doing a
It's
great
nice to
job.
see a couple of female winemakers.
Yeah, they're doing well. And as I mentioned to you, we've just renovated the cellar door. So it's quite nice. It's a lovely big lawn area now, and we do meals and things down there every day.
Where's your cellar door located?
Langhorne Creek, right in the heart. So what we've got here is our Walters Reserve Cabernet.
Wow.
So it's the best Cabernet that Beck Wilson makes. There you go.
Is this a museum wine for your taste?
No, it's not a museum. This is our current vintage.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
So what
yeah.
year is that one?
So 2015.
Okay.
Because we basically, Beck has this wine for 4 years before release. So 2 years maturation, put a cork in it, 2 years in bottle and then release.
Okay. So let it sit for a little while before you actually release the
just
wine.
to help it develop. If you
Okay.
taste it, it's plenty of power there.
Look at the colour in that.
Lovely dark fruit with some nice tannins as well.
Oh,
It's
that
something-
smells very oaky, that one. That's
It's got a little bit more oak to it. Yeah, only the best French oak barrels they use.
Okay.
I should join you and have one as well.
I think you should. I think you should have a glass of
I'll
this
pour a
one.
little one here.
If you're talking about the echelon of your range, I think you should.
Well, cheers.
Cheers. That's beautiful. Oh wow.
So this is my favourite wine out of all the wines here today.
Oh wow.
And this is something if you've really got the patience to put it in the cellar.
And sit it there for a little while. How long did you sit it there for?
Well, we had a 2005 yesterday, and it was drinking.
2005?
Yeah, it was drinking beautifully. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but Langhorne Creek has the oldest Cabernet Sauvignon vines in the world.
Well, now I know.
It just grows so well.
Langhorne Creek is the way to go.
Putting it on the map here today at the Beach Hotel.
You are. That's fantastic. No, it's beautiful.
Which wine did you like? Which wine did you prefer?
I'm going to go with the echelon of the lines. I think the
The
last...
Shiraz.
No, I think I'm going to go with the one we're tasting now.
Oh, this one.
Which
Okay,
is...
the Walters Reserve Cabernet. Beautiful.
I think so. Shiraz
So you've got
sometimes takes
expensive-
me, it kind of takes me a little bit too strong.
Yep.
So I find that if I can sit with a nice Cabernet, that kind of settles it a little bit. And the colour in that is absolutely beautiful.
Probably tastes better out of that glass than this one.
I'd say so. In your little, is that a red glass or what is that?
I'm not sure, but it's very small.
Well, cheers. Thank you very
Cheers.
much
Thank
for
you.
sharing your most beautiful
No,
wines
thanks for
with me.
tasting.
It's been absolutely amazing.
Great to meet you.
So we're here from Alex from Sherrah Wines. Today we're tasting a few of your echelon wines to start with. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I've worked in McLaren Vale for, I don't know, 15 years on and off over the years.
Short amount of time.
Yeah, so, learned a lot about the varieties that grow there. So my brand when I started it was really to showcase the brands that I think work the best in McLaren Vale.
Yeah.
So that grow the best in our climate and obviously make the the most sort of
Versatile.
McLaren Vale wines.
Yeah, fantastic.
So you like to try one?
What are we going to start with?
Fiano.
Oh, okay. Fiano.
So,
Okay.
Originally an Italian variety, but
I'm a little bit partial to a Fiano, so.
but very similar climates.
Look at those bottles, they're beautiful.
So it grows really well in our warm sort of Mediterranean climate.
Yeah, and this is 2019 Fiano?
2019, so it's got a nice bit of bottle age on it as well, so a bit of texture.
Okay. Well, let's have a little taste and a
look,
little try. Are you going to join me in that, or?
I probably should.
I think you should. Oh, it's got a tangy little nose feel to it. That's really, really nice.
So, as I sort of said, it retains its acid. So very, very crisp and
It almost
bright.
feels like a Riesling there.
Yeah.
That's intense. Should we have a taste? He's already on it.
I'm into it.
Oh wow, that goes down easily.
Yeah, so
Very drinkable Fiano.
nice bit of texture, but then balanced by the fresh and acidity on the finish.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And so what does that range in bottle-wise and dollar-wise when you're buying it from a bottler, or?
About $30.
Okay, so very affordable Fiano.
Yeah.
Lovely. Nice. What would you like to move on to next?
We've got a Grenache Rose. It's
Look
Grenache.
at that. that?
Grenache, but it's picked like really early.
Okay, so the colour doesn't necessarily seep into those grapes.
Yeah. And then you leave it on skins for only a couple of hours.
Wow.
Just to pick up a little
Just
bit
a
of
couple
colour.
of hours.
So, more like a white wine, but with some nice red fruits. So a bit of strawberries and cream, a bit of texture.
And the bottle is definitely strawberries and cream. Look at that bottle,
Yeah.
show that off. That is absolutely stunning. Look at the colour of that. It's almost peach toned.
Yeah, and it's got a little bit of bottle age now as well, so it sort of turns that sort of salmon almost. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that blend before, to be honest.
Grenache
It's
Rose?
really, no. Oh, it's very sweet in its smell, isn't it?
It's quite fruity on the nose, but then very dry on the palate.
Oh wow. For a dry wine, that goes down very smoothly.
Yeah. So kind of dangerous because it's super easy to drink.
I often say that. It's a
Yeah.
bit of danger when it comes to a glass
Yeah.
like that. So Grenache Rose, that's amazing.
Yeah, but lovely
So
variety to make rosé from.
What year is that?
It's 2020.
2020. So just last year it was
Yeah,
harvested.
so we nearly sold out of that.
Wow. How long would you sit that down at all, or would you drink it fresh?
Drink it fresh.
You would? Straight away.
Yeah.
So as soon as it's bottled, you just pour that in a glass,
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah. Got all those lovely bright, red fruits. If you let it age, you'll get more of that creamy texture.
Okay.
through.
Okay. So it gets a little creamy with age.
It depends what you like, I suppose.
Based on your palate.
Yeah.
So what would you move on after that?
Maybe we'll try the Nero d'Avla. Is originally a Sicilian variety, so another Italian variety.
Right.
But grows again really well in McLaren because of the climate. So
Right.
just the proximity to the sea, gives us a very sort of Mediterranean, moderate climate. So it's warm, but it's not too hot, and definitely not too cold.
It's that nice mid-tone in between.
Really moderate. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So I did two picks with this wine, quite an early pick to retain acid and freshness, a little bit of spice, and then the second pick later on for the fruit.
The colour in that is quite dark to what I was expecting.
It's deep red, but
It's deeper. It's deeper red than what I was expecting. So, what are we expecting to smell on this?
So this is Tuscan Courtyard.
I think so.
It's dried herbs. It's spice. It's a little bit of like charcuterie. There's
You're right. It's that cheese palette.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
on there. Yeah.
it's rustic. It sounds silly, but it's Italian.
It is.
So-
No, it's Italian. Cheers to that.